all forget such ignorant words such as crazy, nuts, or insane. In fact, the word insane is not even a medical term. It is purely a legal term. You won't even hear a medical doctor or a psychiatric doctor use the word insane. Right now in the United States, about 18 to 19 million people alone suffer from one type of mental illness called depression or major depression. But with all the types of mental illnesses out there, there are over 500 million people in the United States alone that suffer from some form of mental illness. So what types of mental illnesses are there? There are depression, bipolar disorder, anxiety, panic attacks, schizophrenia, antisocial disease, and many more. Well, some of the ones that I mentioned, what is depression? Depression is a disease that strikes many people. It is a type of mental illness that you do not want to get up in the morning, you have no energy, you don't like to do your hobbies or favorite things you used to do. It can either be a mental illness or a chemical imbalance which can be treated with medications. Then bipolar disorder, that is a very hard disease to treat. If you think of a graph that goes like this, that's your moods. One day you're up, you're high, you can conquer the world, you could probably build a pyramid. The next day you're down here at the bottom of the graph, you don't want to do anything, you don't even want to get out of bed, you want to get under the bed. That's bipolar because you go from a high to a low depression. Medications can take that disease and even it out so that you can live a relatively normal life. Then there's the panic and anxiety attacks. Some people get up in the morning, they cannot even leave their house. They can't go outside. Some people suffer from walking into a room like this and they couldn't even get up on the podium. They'd be too afraid, or they'd be afraid to just shake your hand. Those are panic and anxiety attacks. And sad to say, among the Jehovah's Witnesses, many of them suffer from a lot of these diseases that we just mentioned. But there's much more hidden under the rock when we speak about the topic of mental illness and Jehovah's Witnesses. The anguish and anxiety caused by disfellowshipping can cause depression and serious mental issues to those involved, even suicide. There's a case of a young boy out in the Midwest who has got in trouble for what we call loose conduct. It's ridiculous, the loose conduct that some elders make an issue out of. And this young boy was going to be disfellowshipped. He went to speak to this elder right before the meeting. He says, "Can I talk to you? I'm so upset. I really feel bad." And the elder just pushed him away and said, "I don't want to talk to you. I don't have anything to do with you. We're going to take care of you in the committee meeting." The boy went home, came back to the Kingdom Hall, and blew his head off with a shotgun. So what kind of love was that from an elder, you know, to handle someone so that it caused a suicide? Okay, now, but the rank and file witnesses do not understand that it is the commission of gross sin that disfellowshipping is scriptural. But a lot of them don't understand it. It's not for the slightest misstep or questioning of the Watchtower that disfellowshipping is for. It's for committing of gross sin. But the society doesn't care about the family. The emotional pain that grandparents suffer when they are cut off from having any contact with their grandchildren simply because they may have stopped going to the meetings or have been disfellowshipped for some minor reason. There's a long list of suicide that you can find at freeminds.org that for the incorrect use of disfellowshipping. You can go there, it's called In Memoriam, and you can read the sad stories of these people who took their lives because this disfellowship was too much for them to handle. Now, on to the subject of more mental illness. Jehovah's Witnesses are taught that they are happy, free people. A good witness would never suffer from mental illness. To do so would bring reproach upon the organization. In fact, only until recently, psychiatry was eschewed and looked down upon by the Watchtower. Yet several studies by professional psychologists have shown that the mental illness rate is 10 to 16% higher among Jehovah's Witnesses than non-JWs or other religions. Not only this, but there is a strong lack of professionals belonging to the religion. Professionals who join are told to quit what they do and take on menial tasks and do not stay. But what is a JW to do when faced with the grim prospect with regards to mental illness? And so why do they get involved? I mean, would they go to the elders? Are the elders qualified? Most of the elders don't even have a high school education. What are they told to do? Pray more, attend the meetings, doesn't cure a chemical imbalance in the brain, nor will it cure deep-seated emotional issues. While I believe in the power of prayer, I solidly do, my studies of psychology and substance abuse at college have shown that treatment by professionals can help make the difference. Substance abuse among the witnesses is rampant. Closet alcoholism and closet prescription pill taking is rampant among the witnesses. Many Jehovah's Witnesses are closet alcoholics and do not show any of the typical symptoms of what is the stereotypical alcoholic. But it is well known that many functional drinkers are out there. If you need, and I repeat that word, need those beers or a couple of shots at the end of every day just to unwind or calm down, then you may be an alcoholic. Or if you need those tranquilizers or sleeping pills and or uppers to function on a daily basis, you may just have an addiction problem. I know how my habit started and how it blossomed. The man who says it can't happen to him is the one who it will happen to. Thank you.